Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a little bit different of a video. I'm Chef Ashanti, as you know, but I'm going to be doing a get ready with me. A lot of times people always ask me how I get my hair in the curly style. And this is not like a tutorial or nothing like that. I'm just going to be getting ready and kind of catching everybody up on what's been going on with me and the content on my channel since my last video. So if you want to hang out with me, just keep watching.
Brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite.
I'm not going anywhere, so I'm not going to be putting any makeup on, but I did want to tell you guys that I started a new skincare regimen, and it's been actually doing pretty well for me with the exception of this blemish on my face, but I'll get to that. So I've been like clearing my skin with this Garnier cleansing water first, especially to get the makeup off my face, and then I wash it with the Skin Active Deep Pore Facial Cleanser. That's what I've been using to wash my face, and I'll put the links to that below. And then once I wash my face, I pat it dry, and then I've been moisturizing with a water gel. This one is by Neutrogena Hydra Boost water gel moisturizer, and that's been kind of clearing my face up. I washed and conditioned my hair in the shower. I used the Mizani Bath's sensitive scalp balanced hair bath, and then I conditioned it with the Thermosmooth conditioner, and I'm almost out of this stuff. So, and then I'll just put a little bit of this Apogee leave-in conditioner in my hair. I usually have a spray bottle, but I'm at my parents' house if you didn't know, so kind of gotta wing it a little bit today. I don't have most of my stuff because I left my house pretty suddenly. I'll try to get as much of the tangles out as I possibly can. I hope you guys can hear me. Hold on. So, where have I been? Okay, so the last 3 months I have been... Okay, let's back up. The last time you guys saw me, the last video was a taco video, actually. And you guys really liked that one, so thank you for replying to that. Stuff is all over my face right now, but I promise I'll get it together. And not too long after that, I got sick. So if you've watched any of my other vlogs, you know that I have, if you've watched any of my other vlogs, you already know that I have a condition called PCOS. But something I haven't really addressed is that I do have a fibroid. I have a fibroid in the center of my uterus, and I've known about it since about 2010. Sometimes it gives me a hard time, especially during my menstrual, but it hadn't really been bothering me because, as you guys know, I had an IUD placed in 2015 to regulate the PCOS that I have. So after I moved to Virginia in 2017, there was this time where I felt like my cycle wasn't the same as it had been before. And I didn't even think anything of it. I just, you know, I knew my body was just, you know, I already knew I had PCOS, so I didn't really think anything of my cycle kind of just being a little out of whack. And I just thought maybe I had been around a lot of the girls that I work with or whatever and stuff like that. So I didn't even think anything of it. And then this year I had, in April, I started a period that just would not end. It was just out of control. It just would not end. And I'm just like, okay, I don't know what's going on. And this don't have to be perfect because I'm going to put conditioner in it anyway and use the Denman brush to get it. But anyway, so like in April, I went to the emergency room because I was like, man, I've been bleeding for like 3 weeks. This is just too much. I need to know what's going on. So I went to the emergency room and they told me that they saw the strings to my IUD. I thought maybe the IUD had moved or something, because sometimes they say like, you know, cramps and anything can like move your IUD out of place. So I went to the emergency room to see if they saw it, and they said they saw it, but like I kept bleeding. I had a period for like a whole nother week after that. So I was like, let me go to the GYN. So it was time for me to, you know, get my women's exam and stuff anyway. So I was like, let me just go make a GYN appointment. So I went and saw my GYN, and he looked for the IUD and he said that it wasn't there. He said he didn't see it. So
what the heck are you doing?
I'm filming.
Oh. Hey.
My sister just walked in on my video.
Yeah, get this on camera. Yeah. She got me messed up. She done took my day.
This is my sister.
It's me.
It's Key. So he said he didn't see it at the time. So he told me, he's like, okay, so I'm gonna put you on, he wanted to regulate my menstrual just in case it wasn't there, maybe, you know, whatever. So he told me, you know, I'm gonna prescribe you a drug called progesterone, and it'll, you know, regulate your cycle. Progesterone did not do any of that. It just opened up a can of worms that I could never close. I took that for about a month. I never stopped bleeding. And then I went back to him because I was worried. I was like, okay, you said it was supposed to regulate my cycle, and it didn't. This is As I Am. I'm putting As I Am co-wash in my hair. I use it as co-wash, but I also use it as like a moisturizer. It does really, really good in my hair. And so I'm like, you know, what's up? So he was like, well, I'm gonna switch you to another hormone called Nora B. And this is kind of like the accelerated version of the story, but he put me on a hormone called Nora B that was supposed to do the same thing. It was like a more advanced kind of birth control for people that have like, you know, symptoms like the ones I do and PCOS and whatever. I still had a menstrual, and then at the end of June, like, it just got worse, and then I got sick, and I'm like, man, I feel like crap. I don't know what's going on with my body. My body is like all over the place. I decided to close the carry out because it was just too much stress on my body. I didn't know what was going on. I had a lot of drama going on, especially like just with people and stuff like that, and regarding the carry out, and you know, so I just decided to, like, one thing about me, I've never been afraid to walk away from something. So if something is not right, or if it just doesn't feel right, never be afraid to walk away from it. And that's what I decided to do. I decided to close the doors and just move on, and I'll figure it out later. So I was trying to figure out what was going on with my body. And then after I got sick, my small intestine started working again. And then I went back to the doctor after I got out of the emergency room. And he was like, okay, so look, the reason why you're having all these issues is because the fibroid is so big. So because you don't have children yet, the only option you really have is to go through the process of shrinking it, because if I just remove it right now, it'll damage your uterus and you won't be able to have children. So the way that we shrink it is through hormone therapy. So he started me with different hormone therapies. And mind you, the whole process that I went through before that was hormone therapy. But then he was like, there's this drug called Lupron. And basically what it'll do is it'll put you in menopause. But at that point, your body won't be producing the stuff that helps the fibroid grow, so then it will start to shrink. And as small as we can get it, and then eventually you can either have it removed, or you won't even have to have it removed. It'll just be small enough and just have to monitor it. Cool. So he has me on. So I took a week to pray about it, to think about if I should get it. And I got the shot last Tuesday. Maybe the Tuesday before last. Tuesday before last, I got it. And all hell broke loose. They told me that the symptoms would be like night sweats, some mood swings, you know, the bleeding might get a little bit worse, but then it'll just stop. Cool, right? Because I have a fibroid that's so large, it had the opposite effect of what it would in an average person. So the fibroid caused me to bleed even more, like worse than ever. By the time Thursday, Friday came, I had lost so much blood, it was ridiculous. I felt lightheaded, but I didn't really think anything of it, and I just kind of pushed through the weekend. And then by Monday, I was like, well, maybe I should go to the doctor because I've had a migraine since Thursday, and I wasn't even thinking about the amount of blood loss that I had. So I went to the emergency room, and they were like, what's going on? And I said, well, I've had a migraine since last Thursday. I can't seem to shake it, and I really have no idea what's going on. And they were like, okay, well, let's draw your bloods. They drew my blood, and I ended up having a hemoglobin level of 6.2. And 2 weeks before, when I was in the hospital, my hemoglobin was at 11.3. So within the 2 weeks, it had drastically dropped. And the six is around the time where you're about to check out of here. So when my blood came back, they decided that they needed to do a blood transfusion for me. So I ended up, last Monday night, I got 2 blood transfusions. And then Tuesday morning, they said, well, your blood work hasn't really improved. It actually got a little bit worse. So we actually need to give you another 2 transfusions. They gave me 2 more transfusions, and then my blood started to come up, but it wasn't like stable. So because I was still bleeding at this point, I was bleeding just as much as they were giving me blood. So they ended up deciding to give me an estrogen treatment. They gave me 4 estrogen treatments to stop me from bleeding. Lupron is still eventually supposed to do what it's supposed to do, but I guess it needed some help from my body because of the fibroid. So they gave me the estrogen, and they gave me another drug to stop bleeding. And then by Thursday, I didn't have any active bleeding, but I had developed blood clots, 1 in each of my legs. So they transferred me to another hospital that could help me, deal with that. And then I was discharged on Friday. So now I haven't even been doing my hair. That's kind of where I've been. What I've been doing. Okay. So now I got some Eco Styler. You can get any one. Sometimes I've used all of these. Every single one of them. But I do like the ones with the oils in them. They help. But if you put oil in your hair, it doesn't really matter. If you put oil in your hair, it don't matter. For real, for real. I'm gonna just place that all over my head. So I'm gonna just start styling my hair. Using the comb to get the curls how I like them. You can see how it's just starting to curl up. And then so now I'm using a walker until the blood clots in my legs kind of dissolve. And that's really about it. I've got a lot of big plans. Working on a lot of stuff while I am unable to walk on my own. I can't drive. I'm so bored. So that's why I figured I'd do this video. But this is actually taking longer than I thought, but you get the gist, right? I'm just putting some Eco Styler all through my hair. No particular way. Just getting it in there. I like to use a comb once I get it untangled so that the Eco Styler can be all through these curls, honey. Now I usually sit under the dryer because I really don't like to wait for my hair to air dry. My hair is so thick, it takes like 2 days for my hair to air dry. Let me see. Yeah, I like that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the curls popping. Now we gotta get all that. A little bit of naps. So that's where I've been. I haven't really been anywhere. I've been at home and in the hospital. I really need to elevate my foot some more because I feel like it's starting to swell again. I'm gonna elevate my foot, I'm gonna finish my hair, and I'll come back and close the video out. I have been talking this whole time without a mic. It's okay. So I was saying that I'm using Eden Control X Glaze Coconut, and I don't have a autofocus 50mm lens. I thought I had got one on OfferUp, but the girl got me. I got home and it's not autofocus. At least it's not autofocus for my camera. And I have a Nikon, so that's that. But it's okay, because God don't like ugly. But let me show you guys the look. Here's what my hair looks before I finish curling it. This is what it looks like once it's done curling. I don't know if you can see how defined the curls are. There you go. This is about as curly as it's gonna get. But once it's dry, I'm probably gonna sit under the dryer, and once it's dry, I'll pick it out and it'll be nice and fluffy, and on day 2, it'll be even nicer. So maybe I'll do like a little, check-in and show you how it looks after I fluff it, after it dries. So, but that's about it. I'm not going anywhere. I'm about to go sit back down on the couch and elevate my legs so that I can walk. So thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already, click like, comment, and subscribe. If you are on my Instagram TV, go watch this on YouTube and click like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.